Isn't it funny how the second you set a boundary, suddenly you're mean, cold, or the bad guy? Here's the plot twist no one wants to admit. You don't actually have to do anything wrong to become the villain. All you have to do is stop letting them use you. You ever notice how some people don't want advice? They want a cosigner for their bullshit. The minute you don't validate their mess, suddenly you're judging them, preaching too much, or acting holier than thou. Funny thing is, they can't point out one thing you said that was wrong. You put their situation in perspective, told them how it would play out, and guess what? It did. Maybe not word for word, but close enough to make them uncomfortable. And that's the real problem. It's not that you saw past their excuses, their self defeat, and their self betrayal. It's not even the accountability you held them to for the part they played in their own misery. What they're truly mad about is that you refused to live their drama with them. You didn't volunteer for the role of full time therapist, crisis hotline, and emotional janitor. You weren't willing to hear the same sob story every other day. You weren't about to pour your life force energy into keeping them afloat while they clung to habits that were sinking them. You understood the truth. All of that is just a transfer of energy. You'd be acting as an energetic supplement for someone who refuses to charge their own soul. And while they're letting energy vampires drain them dry, they're looking for a place to plug in and recharge. That place being you. But here's the thing, you worked for your peace. You live drama free, stress free. Your energetic battery stays full with a little extra in reserve in case life decides to throw you a curveball. You're not wasting that on someone who's allergic to accountability. What they're really mad about is that when your words didn't teach them, your actions did. You showed them in real time how not to let someone stress you out. They couldn't wrap their heads around it, that you could still love them and yet refuse to let them drain you. You became living proof that boundaries and compassion can exist in the same sentence. And that cut them deep because the wounds they carry from the energy vampires in their life, those are self inflicted. So they don't even notice them anymore. But when you stood 10 toes down on your peace, you cut open a wound they couldn't ignore. Why? Because they've always seen you as their go to source for restoration and rejuvenation. And you just showed them that even their favorite charging port can shut off. Your self awareness is so sharp, your wisdom is so layered that you know this. Karma is contagious. When people create mess for themselves, just being connected to them can make you collateral damage in their karmic fallout. You get it. While you're out here clearing your own karma, doing your shadow work, healing your trauma, and dismantling the patterns that once invited toxicity, chaos, and pain into your life, there are people who subconsciously see that as you making room for their karma to slide right in. They might not even realize it consciously, but energetically, oh, it's real. And because you're aware of that truth, you know how to move. You maintain your peace. You prioritize your peace. You protect your peace. And in doing so, you expand your sanctuary. Here's the thing. I'm not here to audition for the role of hero in your drama. That script was never mine to begin with. My role the protector of my peace, the guardian of my energy, and the keeper of my sanctuary. If that makes me the villain in your story, cool. Write it that way. Because while you're busy narrating, I'll be busy living. Villain status accepted. I'm not here to be the hero in your drama. I'm here to be the protector of my peace. Let's vent.